Ani, anandwi ang madaziwan indigenous, Makwadorum, Wakanaksing, Odawa, Anishinabekwe, Burt Lake Donjaba. My English name is Rose DeLand. My spirit name is Heals the Circle or Healer of Our Way of Life. I am Bear Clan, and I belong to the Little Traverse Bay Band of Odawa Indians. I was born to Charles Dashner and Rosanna E. Nangeshkwa Dashner on November 17, 1939. Mom told me I was born in my great-grandmother Elizabeth Massey's home in the Burt Lake Anishinaabe community. As a kid, I thought of myself as a person no different than anyone else. I didn't identify with being a Native person. My parents didn't teach us the Native language because they were ridiculed in school for speaking it. The only cultural teachings I had were from my mother, who taught us how to weave the black ash baskets. We moved to Okemos, Michigan, named for Chief Okemos, in 1953. 5 years later, I graduated from Okemos High School. I think I was their first Native American graduate. I met my husband, Kenneth DeLand, on New Year's Eve in 1959. I married him 1 year later. We had 2 daughters, Michelle in 1962 and Roxanne in 1965. We didn't have boys, so my husband became a Boy Scout troop leader. He also worked with the co-ed order of the Aero dance team. I was in my 30s when I ended up traveling with him to powwows as a chaperone. It became my introduction into the Anishinaabe culture. Afterwards, I went home and immediately began working on my regalia. At first, I felt it was hokey, and I wanted to learn a more traditional way to put together my outfit. Ken and I wanted to learn more about my culture, so we looked for the Lansing Indian Center, but it had disbanded. We continued to look for Native people and used the funds we raised from the dance team to restore the Indian Center. We wanted a place for Natives to gather. We held meetings to get ideas on how to continue learning our Native culture. I learned how to bead, and I started teaching others. My husband gently encouraged me to learn my culture for myself and our children. As an Indian homeschool worker, Kenneth brought me in to teach Native students during the summer camp. One summer, we took students to a ceremony in Bad River. It was my first ceremony. We went to a longhouse where I was asked to speak for the southern direction. Since I did not know what I was doing, I was scared, but I did it anyway. Although I stood in the wrong direction, I started speaking and it made me cry. This is what I had been searching for. Since then, I've attended several ceremonies, and it always rejuvenates and centers me. We have always encouraged our children and grandchildren to participate in their Native culture. In August 2003, my husband Ken walked on due to complications from diabetes. I am thankful to Ken for helping me find my way home to my culture. I honor his life by continuing to set my children and grandchildren on the right path. Be thankful for who you are and where you come from.